Daniel, the title of your previous book was A History of Future Cities, and while the title of the new book is The Accident of Color, A Story of Race and Reconstruction, it is also very much about cities, particularly those of New Orleans and Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm really glad you picked up on that. A lot of people looking at my previous work and then this think, oh, you have very eclectic interests. I don't see how all of this is related. But they are very clearly related through my interest in the cities, the political and cosmopolitan possibilities of the cities. You could almost make an argument that this book, the first page of this book, fits with the last page of my last book. My last book, A History of Future Cities, ends with a discussion of the creation of Europe and Asia. Now, any 4-year-old who looks at a map will tell you that Europe and Asia are the same piece of land. But as adults, we've been taught that there's some border we can't see.
The Ural Mountains.
The Ural Mountains. That was the border we were taught. The Ural Mountains, I hate to break it to everyone, they're kind of like the Appalachians. You could hike them in the Middle Ages without a horse. They're no great barrier. The idea that Europe and Asia were separate places comes from the ancient Greeks, and their Europe-Asia border was just the sea separating them from what's now Turkey, which, again, you could sail across in a day, even in ancient times. They created this Europe-Asia distinction to make themselves feel better. Say, well, we're civilized Europeans, and the Asians across the way are barbarians. That's where my last book ends, and my first book begins with the creation of white people and black people in the United States, created by and for very similar reasons. There's no clear, hard and fast delineation between white people and black people, especially in the United States, where people from Europe and people from Africa have been mixing for hundreds of years, and even more so in the cities I was particularly focused on, New Orleans and Charleston, where biracial identity was out in the open for hundreds of years before the Civil War destroyed that concept.